After joining us for an interview on the Splash Live, Dr. Michele Leno gave a talk at the Love Yourself Wellness While Black event at Connect about mental health and her tips for keeping ourselves healthy this year.
Self-care is about doing what's needed for you to feel whole and at ease in the moment. And notice I said in the moment because sometimes we think about what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes or what's going to happen in the next 5 years. And what happens when we do that? When we don't have the answers, we become anxious. So we're getting away from self-care. Now, it's okay to plan ahead, but understand that when you're doing that, you can't control what's going to happen next all the time. So you can only manage how you're responding to situations that are currently happening right now. Oftentimes we think that there's something outside of us that's making us anxious, or there's something that someone else did that's making us anxious. Oftentimes it's the very thought that we have when we first wake up in the morning. And so part of my self-care recommendation is set your intentions first thing in the morning.
She also gave some advice on dealing with anxiety through her acronym BRAVE.
I came up with this, for me, I came up with this acronym BRAVE. So B is breathe, make sure you remember. You can come up with your own, but B is breathe, make sure you're breathing in the moment. A lot of times when we become anxious, we hold our breaths because we're waiting for the next trauma to happen. The next one is reflect what's going on around you right now. Because oftentimes what you're afraid of and what you're imagining is not happening in that moment. You're anticipating a worst case scenario, but it's not really happening. The next one, A, accept. So you're just accepting the circumstances as they are. Oftentimes we don't want to accept, right? We want to say, well, I can do this or I can do that. But you just accept it, but it doesn't mean that you don't do anything about it, okay? And then you verify. And all of this is a quick process of what's going on. And you are saying, okay, this is actually what's happening, not what's all going on inside of my brain, because you may create an entire forward flip in your head of what's happening, and that's not really what's happening. And then exhale. That's very, very important. Make sure you, as you're breathing, you're not just holding your breath, it's an in and out process too. And we always have access to our thoughts, and so that's why I focus on change your thoughts, change how you feel, change your life. Very, very important.
A big thank you to Dr. Michele Leno for giving us some tips on keeping our mental health in check, and thank you to West Bloomfield Parks for putting on a great event. Reporting for the Splash Live, I'm Maddie Muschin.